What's up guys, it's your boy Chrysalis here, and this is a video about something that I actually forgot was happening tonight, the Golden Globes. If you're not aware, the Golden Globes are a awards ceremony where they celebrate specifically film and TV. This is the 82nd annual Golden Globes, so it's been going on for give or take 82 years now. Maybe not necessarily 82 years exact, because they had that one controversy with racial diversity and whatnot that essentially led them to cancel that one year. I can't for the life of me remember which year that was. This is probably the second biggest major award ceremony as it relates to film. In a lot of ways, what ends up getting nominated and winning here tends to carry into the Oscars. So I thought it'd be cool. I'd go ahead and go down all the categories as it relates to film, I mean, since I'm not super invested in TV, and give you guys my honest opinion and honest prediction as to what I think is going to win tonight. This one should be pretty quick. There's not as many categories for Golden Globes as there are for Oscars. Plus the categories will also be super simple. It's just best movie in comedy, best actor in comedy, best actress in drama, or what have you. So this should be pretty quick and easy, nice and painless. Also, if you've stumbled on this video, give it a like and drop in the comments any constructive criticism, since it's been a long time since I made YouTube videos and this is more or less uncharted territory for me, since I'm more interested in film nowadays than music. And if you really like what I do and you want to, follow along to my shenanigans, then go ahead and drop a subscribe, because, why not? It's free. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the nominees. So if I'm looking like that away, that's where my laptop is. Okay, so the very first one is Best Picture Drama. So the best movie in the drama category, or what the Golden Globes considers to be a drama. On the list, you have A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nickel Boys, September 5th, and The Brutalist. So the only movies I have not watched in this category are Nickel Boys and The Brutalist, since I'm waiting on them to be available in a theater near me or on streaming or what have you. But I have seen a lot of people praise The Brutalist. I think it's sitting at like a 96 on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that, as far as the critical scores go. So as much as I would love Dune Part 2 or Conclave to win in this category, I think it's probably going to go to The Brutalist. The Brutalist is ambitious. It tackles a very gray and complicated area from what I understand. And from what I understand, it's also well done, because the director, who is also nominated for a Golden Globe, is being slated to winning the award for Best Director in a lot of different award seasons. So yeah, my vote for that is going to be The Brutalist, but we'll see. Alright, Best Picture, Musical or Comedy, we have A Real Pain, Anora, Challengers, Emilia Perez, The Substance, and Wicked. I've actually seen all these movies, and I believe it's probably going to go to Anora. I think it's just the superior to all these movies, even if I personally favor Challengers more. I could see it going to Emilia Perez or The Substance, but I just think that Anora's gonna end up winning this category, as well as numerous other categories. Best Motion Picture Animated, we have Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Moana 2, The Wild Robot, and Wallace & Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. The only two I haven't seen in this category are Memoir of a Snail and Wallace & Gromit, but I'm probably going to watch Wallace & Gromit today. Out of all these, I would like for The Wild Robot to win, but my vote in this category might actually be Wallace & Gromit, since it's received nothing but universal acclaim since releasing like a few days ago. But I definitely would not count out either Flow or Inside Out 2, since those were also really good in their own right. Best Motion Picture Non-English Language, we have All We Imagine Is Light, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, The Girl with the Needle, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Vermiglio, if I pronounced that correctly. I've only seen 3 of these, but I believe it's probably going to go to Emilia Perez. I think Emilia Perez is just going to be the most well-known out of all these. Even if I think All We Imagine Is Light or The Sea of the Sacred Fig is probably at least a little better than Emilia Perez in a lot of ways. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama. In this category, we have Angelina Jolie for Maria, Fernanda Torres and I'm Still Here, Kate Winslet for Lee, Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, Pamela Anderson for The Last Showgirl, and Tilda Swinton in The Room Next Door. So I've only seen Maria and Baby Girl, but I am seeing The Last Showgirl Wednesday. But out of all these, I think it's gonna go to... hard to saying Angelina Jolie, but I think it's probably gonna go to Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, but I could be completely wrong though, since this looks like a toss-up in like all aspects. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture. Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing, Daniel Craig for Queer, Ray Fiennes in Conclave, Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice, and Timothée Chalamet in A Complete Unknown. I've seen all these except for Sing Sing. I'm hoping to catch Sing Sing pretty soon since it's reappearing in theaters come the 17th, I believe. But out of all these, I just think it's going to go to Timothée Chalamet for his performance as Bob fucking Dylan. I think he really embodied Bob Dylan in the movie, and I think his performance of Bob Dylan ended up being like the driving force of that film. There were also other really good performances in A Complete Unknown as well, but I think Chalamet being the driving force in A Complete Unknown was what made the movie for a lot of reasons. My heart does want Daniel Craig for Queer, but I mean, we'll see. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. So instead of drama, it's either what the Golden Globes refers to as a musical or comedy this time. Amy Adams for Night Bitch, Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Demi Moore for The Substance, Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez, Mikey Madison for Honora, and Zendaya for Challengers. This breaks my heart because I want Zendaya to win, but I think it's just going to go to Mikey Madison. I think her performance as the titular character was just so incredible. A lot of people are saying that it's probably going to go to Demi Moore for The Substance, and I wouldn't be mad about that since she was also great in that too. But, you know, we'll see come tonight. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. In this category, we have Gabriel LaBelle for Saturday Night, Glenn Powell for Hitman, Hugh Grant for Heretic, Jesse Eisenberg for A Real Pain, Jesse Plemons for Kinds of Kindness, and Sebastian Stan in A Different Man. This is a weird category since I'm pretty sure none of these actors are going to be nominated for the Oscar for Best Actor, I think. But I could be completely wrong, so, you know, don't shoot the messenger on that. But my heart wants Jesse Plemons, since if you're not aware, Kinds of Kindness' story is divided into 3 distinct parts that are distinct stories where everyone is playing a different character. And I think Jesse Plemons just nails all 3 of his characters so well. But I think they may end up giving it to Hugh Grant for Heretic. I thought Heretic was pretty good but not great, but obviously the best thing about Heretic was Hugh Grant, so I think he might knock it out of the park here. Best performance by a female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. I don't like that category. Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, Margaret Qualley in The Substance, Selena Gomez and Emilia Perez, and Zoe Saldana in Emilia Perez. This is a tough one since I think Ariana Grande and Zoe Saldana are pretty much tied. If I had to go with one, I would like for Zoe Saldana to win the Golden Globe. I think she was fantastic in Emilia Perez, like completely and irrefutably in so many ways. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ariana Grande takes it for Wicked, since she and her co-star Cynthia Erivo were just so fantastic in that movie. This is pretty much like a stacked category since Margaret Qualley was also great. Isabella Rossellini, for as little airtime as she had in Conclave, she was really great in it. Anyways, moving on, we have best performance by an actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. I just don't like the idea of lumping them all in any motion picture. I think maybe it's like a thing to like maybe save time or whatever, but why not just do, best supporting actor in a drama and best supporting actor in a comedy? Like, I think that just would have been better in my opinion. Anyways, so we got Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2. That's my pick. Edward Norton in A Complete Unknown. Guy Pearce for The Brutalist. Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice. Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain. And Yura Borisov for Nora. I know I just said Denzel Washington is my pick, but since it's like any performance for a supporting role, it may end up going to Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain because he was amazing in that movie. It's kind of a tie between both Denzel Washington and Kieran Culkin, since I think like if they had separated them in comedy and drama, they would win in their respective categories. But since it's like any supporting role, I may have to give it to Kieran Culkin. He's just so good in that movie. Alright, best director in a motion picture. This is any movie as a director, any of them, period. We have Brady Corbett for The Brutalist, and I apologize if I butcher any of these names, by the way. Coralie Farget, it's a French name, for The Substance. Edward Berger for Conclave. Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez. Payal Kapadia for All We Imagine Is Light, and Sean Baker for Nora. This is a stacked category. Like, it can go to any of them, honestly. Maybe not so much for All We Imagine Is Light or Emilia Perez. Maybe Conclave, since that had a really good direction. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably say The Brutalist, since the movie is being praised heavily for its directing. So, we'll see. I still need to see The Brutalist come the 17th, so take my prediction with a grain of salt there. Best Screenplay Motion Picture. We got The Brutalist, The Substance, Emilia Perez, A Real Pain, Conclave, and Anora. Screenplay, I'd probably give it to Anora, since I think the screenplay was just so magnificent in Anora. It's just was so well written of a movie. I just feel like Anora is also just uniquely written in like its pacing and everything. It just, yeah. Watch Anora if you haven't seen it yet. Best Original Score Motion Picture. This one's gonna be quick for me. Clement Decole and Camille for Emilia Perez. Daniel Blumberg for The Brutalist. Hans Zimmer for Dune Part 2. Chris Bowers for The Wild Robot. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross for Challengers, and Volker Bertelmann for Conclave. So all of these scores are great. All of them. I know I just said that I think this is going to be quick, but I completely forgot that Hans Zimmer was nominated for this because his role as composer and original score has been disqualified for the Oscars for reasons unknown. So my heart wants Hans Zimmer for Dune Part 2, and it may actually go to Hans Zimmer for Dune Part 2, but I'm predicting Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross for Challengers, since in so many ways it's one of the strongest, if not the strongest thing about Challengers, is how hard-hitting and in-your-face the score is. Alright, Best Original Song Motion Picture. So I've only listened to 4 of these. 2 of them I have not listened to yet. We have Beautiful That Way in the movie The Last Showgirl, Compress Repress from Challengers, El Mal from Emilia Perez, Forbidden Road from Better Man, Kiss the Sky from The Wild Robot, and Mi Camino from Emilia Perez. So, full bias, I would like for Compress Repress to win, since it's a song written by both Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, and it looks like Luca Guadagnino was credited as a writer as well. That's interesting, actually. But yeah, I think Compress Repress is just an excellent song out of all these. It's hard-hitting, the lyricism is pretty simple, and kind of sums up like a small part of Challengers that end up being like a huge theme across the film. Again, I think it can go to any of these in particular, but my vote's going to be Compress Repress. Cinematic and box office achievement. Wow. Holy made up categories. We have Alien Romulus, Beetlejuice, Deadpool and Wolverine, Gladiator 2, Inside Out 2, The Wild Robot, Twisters, and Wicked. So I think this one is just like who made the most money, or maybe who ended up against the odds, like surpassing their budget or whatever. But I'm gonna guess it's just whoever made the most money. And I believe it's probably gonna go to Inside Out too, since it's probably the highest grossing film out of all these. Like, I don't even think it's close. This just feels like a very nothing burger of a category. If it's like a budget ratio thing, I would probably give it to like Deadpool and Wolverine, since its budget was about 100 million and it made about over $1 billion. My heart wants to give it to Alien Romulus, since it had like a budget of 80 million and it like doubled it, tripled it, I think. I think it even probably quadrupled it. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. What did you guys think of any of these categories? What are your predictions for what's going to win Best Picture, Best Actor, etc.? What do you think of the Golden Globes? What do you think of award ceremonies? Do you think they're bullshit, like they kind of are? And what should I cover next? I am still going to be working on the Nosferatu review. I think I just need to watch it one more time, and then after that I'll have a clear grasp of what exactly I want to write and how exactly I want to do the review. Anyway, this is your boy Chrysalis here, signing off.